I wanted to learn blockchain development because I believe it's the cornerstone of a new economy and a new world, really. Um, I first started getting into it when I saw the appreciation of cryptocurrencies go up, and that really like sparked my interest. I started reading a lot more about blockchain and technology, and I saw that the use case for it is like pretty infinite, and it's like new, and it offers a lot of solutions to problems that we have, or even solutions to like solutions we have now that make the world a better place, really. I mean, overall, I just believe in technology. Building a smart contract took me, I think, honestly, a little over 2 weeks. We had done that first homework assignment, which I believe was like the bicycle registry app and that simple medical record application. But it took me like 2 weeks to build it. I picked it up, picked up the documentation pretty well, and really sitting through the classes and collaborating had helped me like understand how to build one pretty quickly, actually. I describe the class as a professional like development team, kind of like working at a problem we want to solve. I thought it was very professional. Um, Although you might think, or someone might find an online video meeting could go wrong in some ways, I believe that it was ran very nicely. There weren't many like complaints I would have to say about much besides like MetaMask and like all of the buggy like tech we had to use to write the simulate the blockchain. But other than that, like learning it and like developing it in that classroom environment was great. I don't really think so. We had our breakout groups where we all communicated well. Like it really felt like I was with put in a group in a classroom, and all together when you were speaking or instructing, it felt like I was sitting in front of a teacher. I mean, it probably depends on the Wi-Fi. Really, I wasn't sure how well like I would have connected, but like it ran very smoothly on Zoom. So I really have no complaints about the connection at all. I think it ran great. When I needed help, first I kind of went on Stack Overflow, but I realized that there isn't really much to learn on there because of it being a new field. Not many people have gotten into this field just yet. But I first looked over the documentation and like Open Zeppelin's documentation, especially too, to see how they kind of wrote things, so I could work around that. Look at some of the in-class examples we worked on, and then after that, I would probably just contact you for any like specific questions I had. Um, so um, Getting help is pretty smooth. The final presentation honestly felt like I was on Shark Tank, where I was like giving a pitch to investors like Mark Cuban. Uh, Obviously, they're not investors like Mark Cuban. They're um, ventures like Consensus and man, I forget the name of the companies right now, but I just felt like I was given a pitch to kind of get my idea out there and hope or get efforts to like support my that possibly, and everyone had gave everyone's full attention during the presentations. Um, I felt that a lot of questions were asked and a lot of feedback was provided for the dApp, so the builders or developers could could use that advice to um, help them in their development in the future. Um, I received some feedback, um, and I took that. I don't think I have any complaints about it at all. Group work in the class was like pair programming, but with a couple of heads, a couple more heads. We kind of attacked the problem that the instructor gave us, and we all just threw in our own input on where or what should go where in the code. And honestly, just it ran really smoothly. It felt like I was sitting next to a bunch of developers and we were all working on it like in person in an office. And Zoom like brought us together very nicely. I definitely recommend the program because for number one, trying new things, especially in the development world, you learn a lot about development that you really didn't like think about before. I learned so much more about blockchain through this camp, and I'm literally like having like I'm brainstorming every day. And since the camp, like I like go over like some code and like kind of pick up something I didn't realize before, and overall made me a better developer. I believe that a lot of people should take this course. It'll expose them to smart contracts and the potential possibilities this technology offers.